Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine dandy. Let's get rid of the usual text, which is this and that. Go. My friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, right. We're back for more Sonic Rush. Maybe we can get lucky with another raid. That was pure chance.
How it works.
Maybe?
No. Yeah.
That was
crazy.
It was a very pleasant surprise. I didn't expect it. We did a little research as well. Well, plan obviously just to find out the context as to how that particular raid happened. Purely chance that it's just the guy was just, I think he was just browsing channel names or something like that, and was just like, our name called out.
Probably like just searching for somebody that's like Sonic related.
Maybe. So bit of both.
Yeah.
But our name stuck out.
Finally paid off.
Brand recognition. So yeah, that was a good feeling. Anyway, right, we're back for more Sonic Rush. Now we're doing the Blaze half of the story, which is just playing the game again, annoyingly.
Yay, more special stages, right?
Actually, no, we don't have to. Thankfully.
Wow, that's a relief.
Yeah, no, I guess they ran out of making. Maybe they wanted to do something. Well, I'd imagine they would have to make a unique special stages design for Blaze, because they could reuse the same special stages, but I can't imagine that they would. Well, that's me trying to be creative.
Yeah, it's like, and that I can see that. It's like, we need to do a special stage for like Blaze, and it should be different. Yeah, we all agree on that. And then like a few months before release, hey, does anybody have any idea? It's like, no. Well, we don't have time, so let's scrap it.
Just let Blaze collect him when she beats a boss fight. That'll do. Just give me a minute. I need the capture to acknowledge that it exists. There we go. Okay, right. Gameplay.
Please select a character.
Oh, character select. Sonic and female Sonic. End of the day, they play. End of the day, they play exactly the same. Just one unique difference, mostly.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it the same for like most Sonic games? Because Tails also didn't play that different.
That's you.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something, so.
No, that's it.
What is this? What's happened to me? The Soul Emeralds! We've all been in trouble without them. That mustache old man. How did he obtain the Soul Emeralds? I remember now, I followed him. Then I got engulfed by pure white light. But where am I? Am I in a different dimension?
That is a very quick conclusion.
Yeah, it's like, she's smart, like I think Sonic wouldn't figure this out without Tails ever. It shouldn't matter now. I got to locate the Soul Emeralds. I've got to recover them. Otherwise, my world will be in grave danger. Anyway, I should first look around for clues.
Yes, great conclusion there. So, Blaze will be going through the same stages as Sonic does in a slightly reorganized order, mainly the first like 3 or 4 stages. So right now,
makes sense.
Yes, but annoyingly that means we're doing like stage 3 at the start, which means we're starting the game a little harder than normal. Then it will get easier and then harder again, because they reorganized the stage order. It's still the same stages.
The XCOM experience where, like, wait, why is this harder to start? Why does it get easier now?
Right, so Blaze pretty much does play almost identical to Sonic, so boost meter and all, but the major difference is she has a hover now instead of for her shoulder thing, so I can hover over pits. Hello, Adrian.
Nice.
On time today. And her other unique element is that she's now immune to anything fire-related, which makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
But besides that, she's exactly the same as Sonic. But yeah, we're just going through the same game again. Did you notice?
No. It's completely different and distinct.
Yeah, it's very. I will say, just for another distinct difference, the soundtrack has been slightly tweaked, so that's something, I guess. That would be useful.
That is a good point.
That would be practical, but it's not a Sonic game without spikes. I think Blaze also has a much higher upward launch with her when she does a trick finisher, because she just, you know, rocket propels up her way up.
Yeah. So Blaze is just Sonic but better.
Yeah, pretty much. She is just a better Sonic. It's like, if, in the next Rush title, you get to pick between Sonic or Blaze much earlier on, and there is no reason not to pick Blaze because for inherent benefits. Mega Man's one weakness is spikes for a robot. Yeah. How does that work?
Also, like touching them from the side with the non-sticky bits. Not spiky bits.
Mega Man's definitely a valid option, but I'm not as experienced as I would like to be. Also, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Spike Man did exist. No, I think I'm thinking of Needle Man, which is basically the same thing. It's Mega Man's worst nightmare. Dr. Wily, mad genius. Yeah,
any like collections that I might can pick up Mega Man, but I probably won't have time to play it anyways.
It's like, how many bundles are there now of Mega Man? Which one do you go for? Where's the Legends collection? I want that one. The original name Rockman made a lot of sense with the pun, because, so Mega Man has a sister named Roll, and if you went with the original name Rockman, it'd be Rock and Roll. They love using music pun names, so you took the context out completely by changing his name. But it was kind of necessary, because I can't imagine Rockman sell as well as Mega Man, just as a brand name. I could make the pun work, I guess. I don't know.
I couldn't. They could they still like work with like, you know, Mega Man and Metal Girl or something like that, and then at least goes into the same direction. You know, if you want to make music puns.
Legit, only Mega Man got the name changed, and the annoying thing, it's stuck. Yes, I remember that film quite well. I was more of a Spy Kids person.
I remember it existing. I don't remember any details about it.
I'm familiar with it quite well. I was more of a Spy Kids person though. But yes, I'm aware of the director's work, who also happened to work on The Mandalorian, by the way, and Book of Boba Fett, which is a weird thing to know. Basically anything that involved Boba Fett he handles, which is so weird knowing that. It's like the guy who made Spy Kids handled Mandalorian and Boba Fett a little bit? What?
Please tell me he was responsible for the good Boba Fett episodes.
He was very good at his action directing.
Okay, yeah, the most part were the highlights.
Well, he's not bad at his directing, I say personally, because he also did the... It's like, bring up the Predator films. Which one? Because they're all entitled the same fucking thing. Okay, it's Predators with the plural. That one. That's the one he did.
Yeah, that gives me a clear image of which one it is.
Yeah, it totally does. Like, genuinely, the director is actually... I personally think he's good at what he can do if he's gotten a decent script to go with his directorial method.
Okay, so it's kind of like a George Lucas thing where it's like, he's really good at what he does, unless you give him the right dialogue for teenagers.
Yes, that is pretty much it. That's his only downfall.
I respect something like that. It's like, yeah, you can't be good at everything, and like if you're able to acknowledge this and hand it off, great.
Yes, I love elevators. Said no one ever. Yeah, this is pretty much the exact same stage, just with slightly tweaked music. But you're playing as Blaze now, that makes it totally different.
Yay! Do you think people found out that we just stuffed the content of this game with this one single trait?
Well, it seems to be tradition for most Nintendo games to pad out the game with an extra character to play with. It was definitely strong with, like, well, mainly with Mario and, like, there we go. And, yeah, it was really obvious in Mario 3D Land as well. You have to replay the game twice just so you can get the extra final challenge stage. It's like, yay, fun, I love padding. Yeah, there's definitely emulation sound issues in this. It's not perfect, but it's better than the old capture method, so tolerate it. I'm sorry. there's a setting that can tweak it, because I'm using Melon DS, which is, it definitely runs better than the old emulator I used to use. But if there's anything I need to tweak, do tell, and I'll do that prompto.
Also, I think you just did this a bunch of times with the pocket thing already, right?
Yeah. Going backwards a bit, but it's a bit hard to tell in this stage. It exists. Spy Kids 4 existed, that's for sure. I only seen it once.
Like, you would like literally go to the cinema and then they handed like snip cuts for certain parts of the film.
Right, so yeah, the film did, yeah, when you watch the film, they would like prompt you with like, ooh, you scratch this XY number here for the smell type thing. It was running on the hype after Spy Kids 3D with 3D technology. So it's like, it's gotta go 4D type shit. But,
I wonder why that never caught on.
It's an absolute mystery.
Just get this stuff under, it's nice.
Yeah, the hover is quite useful. I don't think it lasts forever, but it lasts much longer than you expected.
It lasts a long time.
And that's a pit.
Yeah.
Yep. This is fine. I think there was a checkpoint nearby-ish. Oh, so I've been doing this the wrong way the whole time. I want my boost energy. Where is it? Nope, I need to charge that a bit longer. Out of the way, you stupid bat thingy. Yeah. You can get a lot of high out of this.
Was Woosh a bat?
Sorry? Rouge?
Was it Rouge?
Yeah, Rouge. Rouge the Bat.
Okay.
Not Rogue, as other people have mispronounced. How dare
Yeah.
they?
Because people needed more confusing things with Rogue and Rouge and how they're spelled.
Always ticks me off. He's like, come on, man, you have one job. You did this wrong. Like, oh, down here again. Ah!
Yeah, but doesn't work as absolutely bad spelling. I can hear something that's like, yeah, spelling's hard, especially if it's not in native language. Which, to be fair, it isn't even native English because it's from France, right?
Sorry?
Rouge kind of is from France, right?
It means red. It's color.
Yeah, but it kind of, it doesn't really sound English. But it kind of sounds more French to me, but...
Yeah, it's like Rouge is French, but it's also the word for a color as well, so it's like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
But they could also be using it as both a mix of Rogue as well. They could be using a mix, because the name is similar or whatever. Rouge works better as a name, while Rogue makes sense for the character archetype.
Yeah.
It's just like, you either got clever with it or you didn't notice. They probably just misspelt it and no one pointed it out. It's like, okay, our new character, Rogue the Bat. Wait, how's that spelled? And then the dubby team didn't notice or question it.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to make a vote called Rouge and just...
You sure you spelled that right? Yes, I'm absolutely
Yeah.
positive. This is again, goddammit.
Why did you want to go fast? Like...
I don't know, maybe this is because this whole game gives me a boost button, I want to use it all the fucking time. Like here, it wants me to boost right now. And it didn't... What? Why did I fail there? Let's try it again. That's weird. There's a full speed and everything. Holding the button. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work that time. It makes no sense. To be fair, wow, you can get some major height if you know what you're doing. Jesus, probably skip this whole bit right here.
Speed of boost can probably insane.
They probably are. They're not falling for the pits very easily. I think the only problem with the emulation here so far is that the fire effects aren't translating quite right. Because I think it's supposed to be somewhat transparent, but well, as you can see here with the boost, you can't see Blaze anymore. I can just go over this. Fuck this platform. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh, that's fine. Ah, yes, those films, right. Including, hang on. Sorry. There's like, there was also, those classic films also used, like, what is it? What's the phrasing? I'm trying to think of it. It's like, visual influence type thing. Blanking out on the word.
I know there's like these haunted houses where you kind of walk through and then people like scare you. Hey you musty old man! I finally found you. And
Ah, the cat I saw when I made that small visit. I'm surprised that you came to this world to find me.
this world, as I suspected, this is another world.
That confirms it.
Return the soul emeralds. They must return to my world, otherwise.
You mean these pretty little things? They are my means to ultimate power. Now scat, cat.
Seems like seems like you like to play fire. Let me light up your fingers then.
Sorry, don't smoke.
You will. At
Eggs.
some point I need to figure out what voice I need to do for her.
What's the voice actress's name? I've forgotten her name. You know her, D&D.
No, Bailey.
Yeah, just do Laura Bailey. Do your best Laura Bailey.
Oh god.
Because she does voice Blaze.
This is like, I know her well, like, she's in so many things.
Okay, so Adrian, for context, the Koopalings aren't Bowser's kids. Only Bowser Jr. is. That was something the TV show did. But as for where the Koopa kids came from, I have no idea.
I mean, there are Koopas in also, why does Eggman have the same bosses? It's like,
Oh, they didn't get lazy. No, don't even worry about that.
hey, we don't have Tails who's cheering on you. How are you ever going to win this?
I'm sure we'll find someone in a minute. I missed. How'd I miss?
But speaking of voice actors, I started playing Monster Hunter World because I knew there was a tutorial before we could play together.
I wanted to make sure I was able to play it today, but didn't have the time, annoyingly.
Yeah. It's actually not too long.
Yeah.
And one of the first characters in me is like, I recognize that voice. Like, yep, I know what it is.
I wonder that too, Adrian, about the new characters. But I'm picturing it's just like some very short playable sequences. They can't be that advanced. I know, this is Sega we're talking about here. They're going to be reusing something. I mean, I'm all up for playable side characters, don't get me wrong, but it's just... it's been a while. Oh, please. Give me breakdowns the Eggman. That's an old meme. Keep running on the damn thing. Splash damage is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, and he landed in an awkward time.
I think I could duck under this thing. And that didn't count. Why? It's annoying you can't like hit Eggman when he's doing that ground attack thing, because reasons.
Yeah, because it would be too easy.
I'm being half impatient, I'm just waiting for my cue, goddammit. That was just unfair.
Hi,
Ah,
Krampo 250 I can.
hello. Curse these names for being very hard to read out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad name, it's just... convenience does not exist.
Pronunciation. But I can't also talk. No. German.
Words, how does
German
one
voice.
speak? Oh, no, that's not gonna work. No, it was too early. That counted. I jumped on. Oh, okay, not that one. I like the mechanic that you can, you know, if you're good, you can hit the egg pod early, but
Yeah.
when it's right there, it's really inconvenient.
And then sometimes Eggman does this. Nice.
No, don't. I didn't want to collect those. I just made it worse for myself. Good job, me. Ah. I don't suck, it's just happenstance. It's called the recording curse, or the streaming curse, where the game you excel at amazingly, you suck at all of a sudden.
I mean, we all know the real reason. It's because Tears isn't there to cheer you on. How are you going to win otherwise?
Exactly. Where is he?
Tears is the true MVP.
Let's see. It's getting mean now. There, I wanted to do that the whole time. Is that so hard? Here. Oh, of course it didn't drop that time, even though it attacked. This is fine. Yeah. Just come on! Jeez, the hitbox on these things are huge.
No one can do this.
That one barely dropped. You know, I can make this be easier if you just, you know, let me hit you for free. Is that an option?
No, I only do that for Sonic.
Oh, I game overed. Didn't even notice. Oh, I died. Neat. At least now I could just go back to the boss directly.
Oh, God. You didn't do a save state, right?
No, I did not, because I thought I wouldn't die that badly.
But this was easier now that we're place.
Okay, good. You can go straight to the boss. Thank God, it's merciful.
So, why does the life mechanic actually exist now?
It is pointless. It's just to reset your progress. Skip. Oh, good. You have to do the dialogue every time. Come on. Yes, it's a very pretty emerald. Now gimme. Me once. It's very ironic that I brought this up before when the first time streaming Cyberus. This is a reattempt, by the way. I pointed out that ironically the soul emeralds are actually proper emerald cut gems, whereas the chaos emeralds are not emerald cut. You know, gem shapes and all that.
Oh yeah, right. Because this is because special things is because they're diamond shaped.
It's the brilliant diamond cut. That's what the chaos emeralds are, or something like that. It depends how many like angles they have.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Ah, that was close. Careful. What do you mean with spam?
You can do spam. It shouldn't be too bad, but you know,
it's like if you just know, so let's just go ahead. It's like
as long as it's harmless spam, that's all that matters. That window was tiny. How am I supposed to?
what do they mean?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm just go get some new rings. There you go. Ah! How am I supposed to time this?
I don't know.
Because that window is way too small. That window is tiny.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to. I can't catch up with it. It's too fast. Nope, that doesn't count for some reason. And I can't attack it when it's just slamming on the ground. That'd be a great window of opportunity, but no.
That would be crazy.
There. I guess it gives me a mercy prompt after a while.
Can you have a little bit?
No, I can't. It leaves me vulnerable. Of course, it lands right where. Ah! It's fine. Hang on, let me just make a safety save so we don't have to waste our time coming back here every time. So I missed it? Or wouldn't I? So the thing's supposed to flicker red to indicate that the electric's gonna turn right back on, but once you're in like the third or fourth hit, it's like really quick. How are you supposed to react quick enough?
I don't know. It's like, oh, he is really easy and gentle, then becomes hard.
Wrong thing. There.
Yay.
Oh. Come on, do your thing. And of course you did it the worst bloody time possible.
Yeah, but at least the timing is a little bit forgivable.
Close. I jumped on it! God damn it!
It's kind of fun at the same time. As I know you're way better than this, but like, it's so hard.
It's one of those streams today, is it? I'm going for every opportunity it's given me, but it keeps going away by the time it catches up. Like right there, like when it slams down, that should be a free opportunity.
That should be for a second, like if it goes up again.
Bug is perfectly placed, I swear.
Maybe I should just be Tails. You can do this. Let's go.
Yay! Nope. And missed my free opportunity there. That was an easy one as well.
Yeah, it was close. But yeah, it doesn't make it better at all.
Come on! Yeah. Okay. Nope, okay. Definitely does not count. Hit by the splash damage. Yeah, just hit by the splash damage. Okay, so you can just press the F1 key directly to load the shortcut. That makes sense.
Oh, that's...
I've been doing it the hard way. I get that, you know, they had to make the boss fights harder just for the sake of this being the Blaze iteration, but I don't know, there's like this hard and then there's just bullshit.
Yeah, there's a line between your heart and just frustrating.
Like right there? Why was that one tiny?
Oh.
It's supposed to, like, when it doesn't attack, then your window is open, but for some reason it's picky about it.
There isn't really a pattern to this, right? Where you can kind of like
Kinda?
gauge how
Not
long
really.
it takes.
Man. I try to aim for it, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, speedrunners would have already beaten this under a minute.
It's 34 minutes for Blaze.
God. Suppose you looked it up. Why wouldn't you have looked up?
He's interested. And now this will not prompt you to speedrun any Sonic game.
I don't think I could speedrun any, like, Sonic game in my mind. I've tried to, but I know for a fact that that category's already been well accomplished.
Yeah.
Why can't you just hover that? You should be allowed to hover that. Yes! Thank God! That was a gamble. Worth it, though.
Now, if you return them quietly, I won't need to waste any more flames.
Your little parlor tricks don't impress me. The emeralds are mine. Bye. Ah!
This is the opposite, like he still oh, no, okay,
Got it.
It's like, now he's just gone and he still oh. I guess it dropped it.
At least he gets better results than Sonic does. We just snaps his fingers like, shoot, well, he's getting away.
Never get on my bad side.
Okay. Right. That's the first one.
How am I supposed to find the other 6? And where on earth am I? I need to find the emeralds, but I'm lost. Huh? What's that?
Shh, be quiet, or she'll spot us, Cheese. When we get a little more closer to her, let's talk to her.
What? Who are you?
Uh-oh, she spotted us. Hi, it's really nice to meet you. Polite as ever. My name is Cream. Ask what your name is?
Who is this girl?
I've never seen you before. Would you like to be friends?
Before either. Oh, she's really friendly. She should be more cautious.
She is so innocent. So innocent that the comics decide to mess with that.
Oh no.
Not the way you're thinking, just more like war scarred, innocent ruined.
I mean, my first thought wasn't that. No fair clarification. But yeah, it's like don't ruin innocent characters. Like.
She's fine now. She got better, but still.
Okay.
IDW. Well, you need the context for the comics, but the Zombot arc for the IDW comics did some very cruel things to Cream during the whole arc.
Hey, don't get so close to me.
I'm glad you finally spoke to me. Could you tell me your name, please?
Blaze.
So you're Blaze. That's a very nice name. Blaze, would you like to come to my home? Come on.
What?
Okay, let's go.
Wait a minute.
So I think the reason IDW did what they did with Cream for that arc was just like, well, we can't do anything to that kind of stuff with Sonic, but Cream apparently is an open field for that.
Oh, we can't cut off the main character, but who can we?
They clever used the Zombot arc as a way to kill characters without killing them, essentially.
That's not spoiler.
It makes the same impact. Well, here we are. Please come in, Blaze.
Incredible. How can you just invite me in? After all, we just met.
Is that you, dear? Anything interesting happened today? Cream? Hi, Mom. I brought a friend home today.
Friend?
Oh, it's nice to meet you. I met my friend Brace Blaze when I was wandering around. Oh, Blaze. I hope Cream wasn't bothering you.
No, but I have an errand to take care of. Please excuse me.
Oh dear. Please relax. I insist you have some tea before you leave.
Who are these people?
So, you came here to find your soul emeralds?
Am I wasting time here sipping tea?
Because it's nice and it's relaxing. I don't know.
And we are British. And you are.
I am, but I'm the most non-British person here, even though I am British.
At least you can do a British accent, so.
Oh yes,
I
governor.
Tea sometimes.
You know, I suggest that you talk to Sonic. Yes, Sonic should be able to help you.
Please don't worry. This is my problem, so I'll find them myself.
don't say that. Sonic would be glad to help. Now then, Cream will show you the way. After all, we don't want Blaze to get lost, do we? Nope.
He knows the way. I said, don't worry.
But you're my friend, Blaze. And if a friend's in trouble, you help them.
Well, I am lost. Having a funny guide me is okay, I suppose.
No. A bunwi.
Have it your way.
Alright. Okay, Mom, I'm going now. Okay, dear, you take care now. Yeah, very trustworthy as well. It's like confidence in everything. So yeah, Creams can be our Tails equivalent.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I wanted to mention, but it's like, I'm probably going to spoil it. Like, Cream is going to become our Tails because she is with her all the time, so yeah.
Our assist. Okay, now to do the...
We're going to do better now.
Yeah. Okay, now we're doing the first stage as the second stage. Should be easy now. I can just do the stage normally, yay. I do like that they like, it's the same music track, but, you know, tweaked, so it is a little different. The music's good anyway, so I don't care. I'll eat that shit up. Again, go find the OST. It's nice, clean, and uncompressed.
Oh, but doing Hades is it's like, God, that is so good. So painful way. Pretty much all the boss themes and everything in between.
Just do all the tricks, spam all the buttons, same stuff we've been doing before. It's like we're doing the same game twice. The annoying thing is there is some unique interactions, as you clearly saw with the interactions there. It's like there is motive to redoing the game. But I'm also like, do I have to?
Yeah, can they just watch it?
Wait a minute.
Alright.
That's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. I just, like... Yeah, the funny thing, there are some games where like, oh, story, can I just go back to gameplay? And it's like, oh, gameplay,
no.
Can I just go back
to the story? That was me with Uncharted with the first game, because there was so much gameplay to cutscene ratio, like, it was very one-sided. It's like, I just had a cutscene, can I take 5 minutes to brief? No, gunplay action, right now. That was my major gripe with Uncharted 1. They bounced it up better with 2 and 3, but it's just the first one's really obvious.
Yeah, it's probably the same, but it's like, is our story good enough to carry the game? Gameplay.
No, Sonic Heroes is, you play through the game 3 times the same, pretty much, just with varying lengths, whilst the 4th one is with an extra challenge twist. Ooh. It's still replaying the game 4 times.
Yeah. And then there's the Shadow game where you replay it 10 times to get the true ending.
Or if you're an absolute madman, do all the variants, which is around, what, 300 variants, depending on how many routes you want to take.
Yeah. Like, but you have to play it like at least 10 times just for the true ending.
Just for the true ending, but if you want the hard mode, you need to get all the A ranks and all that shit. Fun, said no one ever.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, though, the hard mode is actually the best way to play the game, because it's literally just a marathon through all the stages. It doesn't have to matter what challenge you do, whatever. You just go through A to B, like, straight to the end of the game. It's like, hey, why can't... Yeah, it's like, why can't the whole game be like this?
It's like, there were interesting stuff in there. And then there's the time where you search for like 20 minutes for the entirety of the stage again, find the last enemy to get to the right part. It's like...
I should have looked up a map, because I know for a fact there is one now.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. If you're gonna play Shadow legit, I think there is a couple of like mods that makes the experience a lot more tolerable, for at least for the mission mode stuff. So please use mods to make your experience more fun. The game ain't. At least there was a... If there was a plus to Shadow existing, I would say that they had a somewhat decent multiplayer mode. Well, they had fun with the ideas, because, you know, since the game was focused on Shadow so much, for the multiplayer, it wasn't just Shadow, you actually play as Shadow androids.
Oh.
But the androids were actually better comparing to Shadow, because by default they had guns built into their arms. Very oversized guns, but you know, I just find fun that they had some fun with the ideas.
Yeah.
So yeah, by default you should play as the androids rather than Shadow, because they have a free gun that never runs out of ammo.
Yeah. Games like Shadow, even as in like outside Sonic fandom person, like I feel sad because like you can see the potential and just see how it's fallen away so daringly.
Looking you, 06. What happened here? We had to make the deadline for the anniversary, which was really right next to the corner, you know?
But who could have thought that it would come up?
Nah.
How's that?
Yay. I got an A. Good for me. Doesn't do anything.
How do you actually get S rank? It's just like
Oh,
incredibly...
S ranks don't exist here.
Oh, okay.
That was
It's like-
something added later.
It's like sometimes you get one or two just by accident, but like, it's so hard that it's just impossible.
Oh yeah, some games are straight like that. Especially working when the stages are really short. You need to build some high scores to get the S rank, no matter how fast you do the stage.
Actually, why is it the highest one as...
It's based on the scoring system in Japan.
Okay,
From
why is
when,
it the highest one in S for Japan?
superb.
Sorry?
Superb.
Oh.
I don't think it's anything that complex. It's just, you know, that's how it is. It's either based on the ranking in Japan or America. It's something like that. Either way, S is the best.
That's the best. Like, but by S, like, you know, the others are alphabetical order. Why not the first one?
Yeah. You wanted to feel special, damn it. I think my jump is a little lower compared to Sonic's, I think. But I could be just, you know, me seeing things.
I mean, to have some weakness.
Yes. Also, look how much easier this boss fight is now. I can just do it normally.
No, it's because Scream is cheering you on.
Oh, of course. Still, I do have to be careful with this bit here, because that can insta-kill me easy. It's a nice machine.
What if I just stepped a few steps to the left?
You won't notice. Is he doing something? I can't tell. Ugh, almost. So I was just about to say it's very easy to miscalculate the jump.
Yeah, kind of.
Almost pushed me off. There, done.
Yay. Yeah, you did it!
Yay!
Scream makes all the difference.
Oh yeah, right. I
Oh, yeah.
forgot. It's like, oh yeah, there's two storylines happening here at the same time. Yoink. This one was a freebie. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, extra cutscene.
There are 5 more musket. Can't waste any time.
You know, you could just breeze for a minute. I mean, come on.
No, I don't prefer place. So place is kind of intense. It's like,
She's a very antisocial person.
yeah.
Oh my god, she's relatable.
Yeah.
Better get on my bad side.
But to make it fully relatable, she also would have to have self-doubt, which is like, is she fully capable of, like, thinking you're capable of doing stuff on your own?
She has moments of self-doubt, rarely, but it does happen.
Yeah, but it's something that she doesn't really want to show to others, especially like so it's
Yes.
like, yeah, I can do this on my own, my responsibility.
Oh yeah, you asked before on the last stream what Blaze's, I guess, weakness was compared to like Sonic's fear of drowning, basically. So even though she's a cat, she should hate water. She doesn't, and the fire. She actually is afraid of heights. Which is very non-cat-like. Which I
Yeah.
guess they were running with the joke with Sonic as well, because hedgehogs actually can swim.
Maybe that, yeah, it's just, you know, separating 12s is also 12
So they're just working on the misnomer, I guess, for cats then. So, you know, don't go for the obvious weakness, actually go for the more difficult weakness.
Yeah. It's actually this is a kind of a philosophical question almost. Like, you know, it's kind of still a trope if you just do the exact opposite of the normal trope, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, no matter
Subvert
what you do, you
expectations.
can't avoid tropes.
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna do it at some point. All the energy, can't stop. Except they will. It's weird, they give you a capsule that gives you full energy and then you on the slide and oh look, there it goes. All the energy built up wasted. Yoink. Okay, energy full again. And I should
You died at the exact same spot already. So
yeah, I hate that one. And we're back at the start as well because it was probably just before the checkpoint.
yeah.
Maybe we could take a different route. Maybe.
It's your game.
Wee.
Control.
Maybe take a minute to actually listen to the lyrics of this song. It's like, taco? Wheat? What?
That goes.
Doesn't help that, you know, Naga something. I forgot his name.
Negative.
No, not that one. The composer. He uses sample track mixes, so you know whatever the person is speaking is actual words, it's just taken completely out of mixed context. I mean, nothing wrong with using sample music. Best example of that is when he did the soundtrack for Jet Set Radio. Ironically, one of the tracks for Jet Set Radio is actually a Japanese song that is referencing Mario specifically. It's very odd. It's like the Sega stop from me is like, should we do this? I mean, are we allowed? But it was an actual official like licensed track that just is referencing Mario. It isn't outright using Mario sample stuff. It's just in the lyrics.
I guess it's. Whoa. That was some
I don't know.
good
Listen.
reactions.
Of course, I can't. When you jump off a grind rail, you can't
Can't go
re-land
back
on it.
Pain.
Just make it save. So I stop wasting lives going back through this again.
So, but you can jump on it from the air. It's just.
You can jump on it if you haven't already landed on the rail.
Bye.
I get why they're doing that in case you want to take the lower route, but it's really inconvenient when you just want to re-land in case you jump by accident, which happens more than once.
Or you know you want to deal with an enemy or anything.
Yeah, so by this... I'm just trying to think where in the Sonic game releases timeline we're at. This is definitely based after Heroes, because most of the enemies here are the Sonic Heroes enemies, just in sprite form. Like the egg pawns and the giant hammer enemy and the wizard one there. Very interesting to use. Most of the Sonic games tend to use like original egg robo designs rather than just reusing robots. But saying that, Sonic Colors and Generations were definitely sharing aesthetics. I give Generations the pass, considering that one's supposed to be the anniversary tile. That one has an excuse, but the other one's not so much.
Yeah, not the biggest one on the Generations. Not the colors.
I mean, Colors is fine. It's just I think people are starting to realize that maybe it's not as great as everyone claimed it to be. I mean, I definitely loved it when I was a kid, but you know, opinions change, man.
Yeah. But like, sometimes like also, you know, external factors that kind of just pop how you think about something.
I think they made these rooms a little longer for Blaze. Did you notice?
No.
Okay. I'm not sure how much like the stages changed much. Like besides those rooms, I think they have tweaked those, but I think that's it for hazards really. I don't think they changed much for Blaze.
They had to bring up a Sonic games timeline.
It's like I'm more referring to actual game releases timeline, not actual inside timeline, because that's a whole mess to figure out. Although maybe that's not something to worry about anymore, since now we have an official Sonic lore master in Sega's library. By the way, they actually have hired someone that does that now. Took a while for someone to be established to do that job, but yeah, we got a lore master now.
Okay, so Sonic Rushes 2005.
Sounds right. Sonic Heroes was last year's, I believe.
Shadow. It's like because like the
was
lists
just-
are now also like separated into 2D, 3D,
Yeah,
racing,
Shadow
all the
was
other stuff.
Shadow was early or late 2005 because it was basically the last game before 06 happened.
Okay, 2005. Yeah, right.
These games mostly happened around the same time because this is the DS handheld. They let Dimps handle it, while Sega was actually handling the console game.
I had too many Sonic games. Like,
You think? And I chose to be in this fandom.
I can't blame you. I made some other decisions.
How many consoles does all these Sonic games take place on? All of them. About as bad as Kingdom Hearts. At least now we have the convenience for the Kingdom Hearts games to be on one console. Thank God for the collections, but still.
Yeah. Like,
Waiting for the ring to drop back down. I hate elevator sequences. I mean, that's what this is, isn't it?
yeah. And you avoided mine in the D&D campaign. Still, it's like, would have been fun for me at least.
Oh yeah, right. So, brief context, we're doing a D&D campaign in the background, on weekends or whatever, and we're at a moment where... Right, so the D&D world we're in is still D&D, it's just we're characters transported in a futuristic sci-fi world, which is an interesting idea.
It's pretty much, you went through Portland, now you're in the Doom world.
So imagine
Give us a minute though.
So imagine characters are more used to, say, a medieval time world that has been thrown into a futuristic world where we don't know what a fucking vending machine is. Shenanigans ensue.
Shadow was one of my father's dear moments. It's like,
I'm annoyed when we met up we didn't have a moment of finding a vending machine. But we did find an elevator. Same result apply.
I broke a demo and I even for like a solid minute where he couldn't stop laughing
No.
at the realization.
It's like, wait, you just realize what the hell's going on. It's just like, it's a vending machine and you can't comprehend how it works.
And this character is an alchemist. It's like, all these different liquids, what do they do?
Witchcraft, all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It must be magic, clearly. Like, how do you explain the concept of electricity to, not like sci-fi magic electricity, whatever, magic electricity, I mean, it's like sci-fi electricity does exist. That's science.
Yeah.
I mean, there's magical electricity, then there's the electricity we use today, which is powering all our stuff. How do you explain that to, that kind of world?
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is magic, like, let's be honest.
Hey, it is. It's absolute witchcraft.
Like,
You managed to compress all this into a small rectangular device that fits in your pocket? How?
yeah, it's like, I mean, even Better Taste is like, show somebody from the 90s or like the early 2000s a smartphone and be like, hey, this thing can watch TV. This is a portable TV screen.
Yes, that's neat and all, but can you still call someone?
I haven't checked actually. Nobody does it anymore.
Exactly. It's like that used to be the selling feature for a phone being a phone. What happened to that?
People realized that calling somebody doesn't.
Nobody wants to talk on a phone anymore. What are you on about? That was only Act 1. Still got another act to go.
Yeah.
How come I went through all this? How did I go through all this smoother with Sonic? What's that logic?
I don't know. And even like including the special stages. Like,
Yeah, even with the special stages,
it wasn't that bad yet, but
yeah, like we also did the special stages for Sonic, and I was still going through the stages pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Blaze, without doing special stages, is having a hard time.
Something's wrong.
Very wrong. Because Blaze is supposed to be easier, technically. I mean, look at all this mobility she has, and I will never use.
Yeah.
There you go. You see
It's also like when video games give you so much stuff to do, it's like I can't remember half of these buttons.
when you leave your game for a couple of weeks and come back to it, how do I do this again?
Oh yeah.
And then you end up just replaying the whole game anyway just to relearn.
Right?
Yes. Because what you tend to do is just either learn how to play the game again or just, you know, restart the whole game just to relearn it.
No,
It's like,
I
I've
don't
lost
do
the
it.
context.
Like, I'm dumb and like I might just play it with half the things that I can do, but I will not restart it. Like
I've done that with Red Dead Redemption. I legit, like, I was playing quite a decent amount of it, and then put it down, and it's like, I'll come back to it later. A couple of months, years later. How do I do this again? So I just ended up replaying the whole...
The first one.
The first one.
Okay.
Just like, how do I do... What's the button for the Deadeye? Fuck, I've forgotten. And by that point, I would have forgotten the context of the plot as well. It's like,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah,
recap here.
Yeah.
What's my motive?
Just kill stuff.
Yes.
It's disappointed you didn't catch my drum monster reference.
No, I caught on. I just didn't know how to pick up from it. That's the problem. By the way, watch Door Monster, the great YouTube channel with amazing parodies.
Especially, little notes there, which is like, some of their videos, if they don't reference video games, kind of get overshadowed by others. And it's really a bit sad, because like, some of the just sketches are so well written.
Definitely. Best example of their original content is the, and I'm blanking out names because I'm playing game. They have a whole, like, series of videos where it's just
The
mashup
Hobo series.
Yeah, the Hobo series is pretty good too.
Time travel one?
The time travel ones, I forget what the name of the group of videos are called. It's like some
Self-fulfilling idiocy.
Self-fulfilling idiocy. Thank you. That was it. Yeah, those videos are great, and I hate that. So when they released the videos, they did a couple intentionally out of order, and they would make better context once they released. Like they would release like episodes 1 and 2, and then you go to 5, and then you'd have to wait till they release the 3 and 4 to get the better context. Big brain time.
And no, it wasn't like that. It was like there's like stuff that happens in Big 2 that gets explained once the third video comes out, but it didn't came out at the time you watched 2 because like yeah.
I do also love that most of the time most of the shenanigans that happen is mostly the stuff they buy from IKEA.
Yeah. The size of a small country, you can do whatever the hell they want.
Did you buy that from? Did you buy that from an IKEA? Yeah, it was really easy. How the hell do you buy something like that from IKEA? I don't know. Same place where I got a self-aware AI.
Yeah. One that's also like really underrated despite actually being game related is the prank time with Angie and Spy. It's like
that's how I found them. That one.
Wow.
At that point, I didn't really care much about the channel. Just like, oh, funny video, haha.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, that's how it usually starts, and then it's like people recommendations like, hey, more funny videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like compared to some of the other stuff, it has really low views, and it's like that is such a good one. It's like
This is fun.
like I can actually get this the song stuck in my head.
What annoys me with not a bad thing with Prank Time with Energy Spy. I'm just more annoyed as if, like, I know for a fact that you stock music for that video, and I cannot for the life of me find it because I've heard it in other channels. You know, the thing is that it's like, music sounds like it's a parody of an actual song. That's what's worse about it. It's like, what song's it parodying?
Did the comments mention it?
No, that's the annoying part. It's like, I checked the description, nothing, and it's gonna bother the hell out of me.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you have used stock music. It's like, I want to find the stock music source, god damn it. I like that it's free, public domain, but it's also catchy.
I literally had this happen with like another like one of the German video game channels like that, like a news show, and the outro is also public domain. And then I heard it in another channel, and it's like, I know this, but it was like it started at the different points, like it sounds familiar, and then I got further and I was like, fuck, where do I know this? Where did I notice this from? And then it's like, oh right. But yeah, the moment's like, I know where this is from. How is it?
Most of the common like public domain YouTube music is used, at least during the hype days, was it Kevin MacLeod, something like that? I think that's his name, Kevin something. And most of his music, everyone on YouTube will recognize the second you hear any of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably could also recognize some of it, but difficult.
Very difficult. It is impressive that, you know, the DS is definitely capable of doing, you know, 3D sprites, as you can clearly see, like 3D models and all that, but, but it's a very, like, it is pushing the DS's, like, capabilities. It's like, it can do it, not great, but it can do it. But, you know, when it can do it, it is quite impressive. Best example of that was literally Mario 64. It's just like, we'll do it because we can. I do wonder if, like, is the DS version of Mario 64 the best version? I mean, it's not, because you're using D-pad controls in a 360 environment. That doesn't feel right, no matter how much you put an analog stick on there.
Looks like it should have jumped out of the way.
It'll jump on the next one. The best example of Kevin's music is, I think the song's called Dispersion Revelation, or something like that. It's the music that Jobby the Hong uses for whenever he does transformations for his Transformer toys. So anytime I see anyone like review a Transformers toy or whatever, and they do a transformation, that music's going on the back of my head.
That's when somebody succeeded. So I guess
It works.
Just like the Hans Zimmer of like public domain.
Yeah, sure, we'll call it that. That's actually a pretty apt description for his music. Goddamn Hans Zimmer being so goddamn recognizable and yet distinct at the same time.
Yeah, but honestly, the composers are just amazing in their own right. Like,
Appreciate you music composers, goddammit, because they put a lot of work. That was a bit of a gamble. So if you do it too early, it catches it.
Okay, but what we got. I'm still a bit sad that I didn't find anybody to go with me to the Hans Zimmer in concert.
Really?
No, it's kind of booked out, yeah.
Oh.
Like it was booked out quite quickly. And
Oh,
it
okay.
was a bit expensive, which
Fair enough.
makes sense. Like there's an entire orchestra there, not just 5 people.
This ain't no normal concert.
Yeah. It'll probably happen at some point again.
If I was there, I would have been with you.
Yeah, maybe at some point.
One day.
Yeah. It probably happens in London also, probably more often than in Austria.
Yeah, there's quite a few London orchestra type events that happen here. I know it was a few years ago now. There was like a Zelda orchestra that happened in London. At that point, I wasn't exactly super interested in Zelda. You gotta be like in the mindset for it. Now that Sonic Orchestra though, I would have been there in a heartbeat, but it was during COVID times, goddammit. So it was set to be a live event instead, so watching YouTube. That was magical, I have to say, because everyone was in the same mindset of like, Sonic music is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that is a cool alternative to it, like, you could watch it, but yeah. I mean, like, this is something like, maybe it actually isn't that much different, because like, for me, concerts have like this, what really makes it special is like the whole energy in the crowd and just everybody around us being really into it. I mean, the ship it's the same effect, orchestral music where everybody sits down and you can't move around and dance badly.
Well, the benefit is that everyone's there to just, you know, equally have a good time because everyone here is for the same music.
No, the truth, the atmosphere is the same because the American have just sit and be respectful, but Bob is still amazing.
It depends on the type of concert, mind you. Like, I remember the Doctor Who concerts that they did for both Tennant and Matt Smith. Those were events.
Yeah. Okay.
It's another one.
Hey, only 4 to go.
Huzzah. Oh, this boss would have been done quicker, but he was just misbehaving right at the end for some reason.
Yeah.
Never get on my bad
Still
side.
better than the warm-up attempt, what you're going to call it, right?
Yeah, sure. Oh, there's Knuckles. What's he doing? Blaze, where would you like to go? The flower garden is really beautiful. Shall we go there?
No thanks. I don't have time to go sightseeing.
Oh?
If the Soul Emeralds are lost, my world shall be as well. I've sensed it already, affecting this world. I don't need Tails to notice that.
Nope.
Yet the people I've told here don't seem very concerned.
Well, they don't know. How should they? Oh,
I only told Scream and... What is it?
it's Knuckles. Hey, Knuckles, over here. I'll go get him and introduce you.
Wait! I feel like a babysitter.
I know that feeling.
Still, I haven't gotten lost thanks to her. I will need to find the last 4 Soul Emeralds. Once I have them, I can let her go.
Hey, Cream. It's been a while.
Who is this guy? But it sounds familiar to me.
That's Knuckles. He's a tough guy, but he isn't very bright. What? Ah!
Doesn't look like Cream is too bright herself.
I'd say Cream is quite intelligent, just, you know, not
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
know
like
the social cues. Don't have the street smarts.
Yeah. Which is, you know, why wisdom exists as a separate state. But also, she's like, I think, she isn't really, I think, that naive because I think she would be able to tell good from bad people. It's just like she always approaches people like with good intentions and openly, which gets mistaken for being naive.
She's also like 8 or 12, so.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
So, aren't you going to introduce me? This is my friend Blaze. Why do you look so suspicious? What do you have in your hands?
Huh?
I sense a familiar power. Do you have Chaos Emeralds?
Chaos Emeralds? Are the gems you akin to the Soul Animal?
How'd you get them anyhow? Regardless, here's some friendly advice. Give them to Sonic for safekeeping.
Here's another person saying I should find Sonic. Who on earth is he?
I don't know, but he sounds great.
Like, it's like, she's from, like, Earth exists in Hellworld. Does Earth exist in the Sonic realm?
You've just
That's
opened
because there's the
you just opened a whole can of worms with that.
Oh god, why did they put this in then? I don't have any Chaos Emeralds. Go look elsewhere for them.
What? Don't lie to me! You must have Chaos Emeralds. I can sense their power here. Wait!
God, wasted too much time on him already.
What's this?
No, that's how he blocks it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm just picturing my mind. She literally just sidestepped and he went too fast. Oh, please wait for me, Blaze.
What I have in my hands determines the fate of my world.
Okay, bye. Alright, I think we'll stop here. I feel like we should stop a little early.
Okay. So.
I determine when we stop. I'm playing the game. Alright.
Okay, but so Earth exists in the parallel dimension, but I'm not sure if it exists in the Sonic universe.
I don't think they ever think about, you know, using the phrase Earth or anything like that when they were scripting the game. It's just one of those slip of the tongue type things. So, depending on the context of the game, it might be that there were two parallel worlds, the Sonic world and the human world, or sometimes, like right now, it's a one world, so it's just Sonic's world.
Oh, God.
Yeah, blame Sega, they couldn't make up their bloody minds. Right now, it is just one world. So, like, say Sonic Unleashed, where we see most of the human settlements and all that, that's still Sonic's world.
Okay.
But yeah, depending on the game, they might be thinking of two worlds or one. Now, Dimensions, that's a whole different thing.
Oh God, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not going there today.
I told you opened a can of worms.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a glimpse of the abyss before realizing, yeah, that's an abyss, alright.
Oh, yes, we've gone pretty far down the rabbit hole. Let's see how far it goes. Alright, that'll do for a stream. There's the thumbnail preview. Alright, cool. So, check back on Monday for more Sonic Rush, which I'm assuming logically just be would finish the Blaze half of the story, maybe, depending on how we're pacing.
Yeah. So that's probably then the end of the game, right? Probably cutscene stuff, but not much.
Yeah, there'll be, you know, beat Blaze's story, then there's a final chapter, which isn't very long.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So yeah, till then. Bye all.
Bye.